If you're celebrating Independence Day this year, then get ready to dig into some delicious food. Watch some fireworks and maybe even learn something new about your country as history while you ray it. That's right. We got the inside scoop on the 4th of July, including how the very first Independence Day was celebrated and why we still fly the Betsy Ross flag today. Here's everything you need to know about the story of independence. Independence Day is one of the best-known American holidays and is recognized by people all around the world. Nearly everyone knows it's celebrated on and often called the 4th of July, but not everybody understands its history and significance. Independence Day marks the beginning of the American colony separation from the British Empire. It all started back in the late 18th century when many colonists were feeling pretty dissatisfied. See, back then, the American colonies were ruled by the British, but the colonists had to pay taxes to the British government, even though they had no representation in the British Parliament, and therefore no say in the laws that affected them. This situation left many colonists feeling a bit like they were being treated unfairly. And you can imagine their frustration when they learned that the British government had sent troops to try to stop the early stirrings of rebellion. Talk about pouring gasoline on a fire. This just made the problem worse. In early 1776, a group of men met in Philadelphia to try to fix things. They wanted to draft a document that would break America's ties with Great Britain once and for all. This meeting was known as the Second Continental Congress. And it was here that Thomas Jefferson wrote the groundbreaking first draft of a document that would change the course of history forever. He wrote it in his room at the Virginia State House in Williamsburg. His fellow Virginians, Benjamin Franklin and John Adams, reviewed and amended the document until they all agreed it was ready to be presented to Congress. The document they created is known today as the Declaration of Independence. And its final version was officially adopted on July 4, 1776. It was signed by delegates from all 13 colonies, and these delegates are the country's founding fathers. Although the British government refused to accept the Declaration of Independence, this document marked the beginning of the end of colonial rule. Importantly, the Declaration of Independence allowed America to form an alliance with France, which helped them with the American Revolution. The colonists continued to fight the British, finally claiming victory in 1783. Throughout the years, the way that Americans celebrate Independence Day has changed. At first, it was modeled on the King's birthday celebrations, the King being George III, who reigned over the British at the time. In these early years, the 4th of July was marked with bell ringing, speeches, bonfires, and processions. The very first Independence Day celebration took place in Philadelphia 1 year after the Declaration of Independence was adopted. John Hancock, the president of the Second Continental Congress, presided over the festivities, which included a reading of the Declaration of Independence, a 13-gun salute, and a celebratory dinner. Naturally, the city's leaders wanted to make the first Independence Day a memorable one. After all, it was the first time in American history that they could celebrate their newfound freedom. So, it was a festive occasion indeed. After that, the custom spread to other towns, and it became even more common after the War of 1812, which the United States fought against Britain. Today, July 4th is celebrated throughout the entire United States. From sea to shining sea, towns across the nation hold big fireworks displays. Some of the largest fireworks displays occur in New York City and Philadelphia, as well as a fireworks extravaganza. An annual concert is held in Washington, D.C. that includes performances by well-known celebrities and military personnel. This event is televised nationwide and attracts hundreds of thousands of spectators who come to see the breathtaking fireworks display over the National Mall. It's truly a sight to behold. Many communities also host their own concerts, complete with live bands and plenty of room for dancing. And let's not forget about those classic cookouts. What would a celebration of freedom be without a good old-fashioned barbecue? People often attend Major League Baseball games, too. Nearly every team has a special 4th of July event planned. And it's not uncommon for teams to wear special red, white, and blue uniforms for the game. And of course, let's talk about those fireworks. At nighttime, most towns, both big and small, host a fireworks display. It's hard to imagine a 4th of July celebration without them. The fireworks are often paired with patriotic music that echoes the booming of the fireworks. The grand finale is always a crowd pleaser. Whether you're watching fireworks in the sky or enjoying a lively baseball game, there's no denying that the 4th of July is a day for fun and festivities. But don't forget to take a moment to appreciate the true meaning behind the celebrations. Today, people all across the U.S. celebrate Independence Day in their own unique ways. It's a time for barbecues, fireworks, and spending time with loved ones. But it is also a time to reflect on the brave men and women who fought for our freedom. So whether you're attending a community event or celebrating at home, take a moment to appreciate the sacrifices that were made to secure our freedom. Now, let's dive into some fun facts about Independence Day. Did you know that the Liberty Bell was rung to announce the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence? It's a fitting tradition since the bell was a symbol of freedom and independence for the colonists. Did you also know that the Declaration of Independence was not the first document to declare America's independence from Great Britain? The first was the Declaration of Causes and Necessities for the Separation of North America from the state of Great Britain, which was adopted by the Continental Congress on July 6, 1776. Speaking of documents, did you know that the original Declaration of Independence is now kept in a temperature and humidity-controlled vault at the National Archives building in Washington, D.C.? See, it's safe to say that this priceless artifact is in good hands. Did you also know that the United States is not the only country that celebrates Independence Day on July? Trinidad and Tobago also celebrates their Independence Day on July, although for a different reason. Now, let's talk about those fireworks. Did you know that the first fireworks display in the United States was held in Philadelphia on July 4, 1777? The display was organized by the Marine Committee of the Pennsylvania State Navy, and it featured a variety of fireworks, including rockets, Roman candles, and a 13-gun salute. Since then, fireworks have become an integral part of the 4th of July celebrations. But not all states celebrate Independence Day in the same way. For example, in Wisconsin, it's customary to serve up a special treat, ice cream. That's right. Wisconsin is one of several states that have designated July as Ice Cream Day. It's a fitting tribute to one of America's favorite desserts. Did you also know that the traditional American flag with the stars and stripes was first adopted on June 14, 1777? The resolution was passed by the Continental Congress, and it established the official flag of the United States. The flag was originally made up of 13 alternating red and white stripes to represent the original 13 colonies, and a blue field with 50 white stars ranged in a circle to represent unity and independence. Speaking of flags, did you also know that there is a special flag that is flown on Independence Day? It's called the Grand Union Flag, or the Continental Colors. It features 13 alternating red and white stripes and a blue can with 6 white stars representing the original 6 colonies that had joined together to form the Continental Army. The flag is a symbol of unity and independence, and it has flown on July to commemorate the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So there you have it, folks. From the Liberty Bell to the Grand Union Flag, there are plenty of iconic symbols and traditions that make Independence Day a truly special occasion. Whether you're celebrating with fireworks, parades, or simply spending time with loved ones, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and traditions of this great nation. And don't forget to dig into some delicious food and maybe even learn a thing or two while you're at it. Happy Independence Day! If you like this video, you can find it and so many more at our website. Don't forget to sign up for free today.